His Excellency, the President.
Thank you. Mr. Vice President, Mr. Senate President and members of the Senate, Mr. Speaker and members of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice and the Associate Justices of the Supreme Court, and members of the Judiciary, ambassadors and members of the Diplomatic Corps, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, aking mga kababayan. Our country had faced different battles in the past where heroes were proclaimed. Those who have participated in the battle directly and indirectly. In order to be a hero, you need not to kill your enemies to defend your country. Sometimes, strong unity can protect us from our enemies. As it happened during the bloodless People Power Revolution of 1986, where Filipinos were united and the essence of patriotism and nationalism was very strong among the hearts and minds of many Filipinos. But today, not just our country is facing war, but the whole world has declared war against an invisible enemy. The fight against the demonic disease, the pandemic, COVID-19. Today's battle is different from the past, where bolos and arrows, cannons and guns were used against the enemies. Now, our heroes are using syringes and ventilators, face masks, face shields, and PPEs as an armor to protect themselves and even ourselves from the invisible enemy. Mga kababayan, you can be a hero of your country even without joining in the battlefields, but by showing support and following the safety protocols implemented by the authorities. This is not just the government's fight against the virus. This is the people's fight. This is your fight, our fight, to protect our loved ones from getting infected. I am calling every Filipino to join me in this battle. Let us help our country. Let us help our government. As your president and father of the Filipino nation, I am mandated to protect you at all costs. To my criticizer, I am asking you that even just this time, this pandemic time, stop criticizing the government. Instead, help the government disseminating important informations to the people. Just criticize me when this pandemic ends. There is no perfect government nor perfect president in any country in the world. I understand that opposition groups are needed in a democratic country like Philippines to balance our democratic structure. But in this difficult time, we are all affected. Help me save our country. I am asking the Congress to immediately pass a law giving aid to all our frontliners and extending assistance to those who have lost their jobs during this pandemic. I have ordered the Secretary of Department of Labor and the Secretary of Social Welfare and Development to gather data of the affected workers and families nationwide. Report must be given to me within 2 weeks from now. I am also asking the Congress to frame a law to help the small and medium businesses in our country through zero interest loan to be facilitated by the Department of DTI, Finance and DBM. I am ordering all the workers in government, all departments and agencies to save resources and stop spending too much from unnecessary activities. The Department of Health is also directed to directly report to me the everyday situation of our country. The Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police are hereby ordered to assist the local government units and protect the people as you are mandated by the Constitution. Mga kababayan, do not be afraid with the presence of soldiers and the police. They are there to protect you, not to harm you. They are risking their lives for you. They have also families waiting for them to come home safely. Tulungan nyo kaming tulungan kayo. This is not the time of criticizing each other. This is the time of praying for each other, helping each other. The state of our nation is now in critical level. Our hospitals are in full capacity. Some patients died not because of COVID-19, but because of lack of immediate medical attention. Our medical frontliners are exhausted, and if we will lock down our country again, our economy will surely collapse. That is why I am asking you as your president to help me in this battle. Stay at home and follow health protocols. I have talked the leaders of Congress to pass a law allocating emergency funds for the workers regardless of their employment status. Moreover, the Congress shall pass a law that will mandate the Labor Department to implement the 10% share from employees' salary as his emergency fund. Employees must be obliged to save the 10% from his salary as an emergency fund to be used during crises like this. The emergency fund coming from the government allocated for all employees is different from the emergency fund coming from the 10% of the salaries of the employees. Today's event, we have realized the importance of savings as our emergency funds. Therefore, Labor Code must be amended for this reason. For all our doctors, nurses, and all other frontliners who have done for our country, thank you. For those who have sacrificed their lives for this battle, thank you. To the officials and workers and the government who have shown dedication to their work, thank you. To all businessmen who have shared their blessings to their employees in times of pandemic, thank you for showing your generosity. And to all of you, my dear countrymen, Filipino people, obey the rules and do your roles as citizen of this republic. Thank you and mabuhay.